Hey gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reese. I'm the founder of Yes Supply and also the creator of the Yes Supply method, one of the leading coaching certification programs in the world. And today's video is for you if you're feeling a little bit lost in your life. And if you're feeling lost, you're feeling confused, you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't know what that next step is, the first thing that I want you to know is you are not alone. The world that we live in right now is very overwhelming, very confusing, and very distracting. And if you don't have your own grounding practice where you can really ground into yourself and be sure of who you are and what it is that you're doing, it can be so easy to get sucked into other people's agendas, other people's daily lives on Instagram, whatever it is. And so if you're feeling lost, the first thing that I want you to know is you are not alone. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, but of course they're not going to show it online on their Instagram. So don't feel like, oh my God, am I crazy? I'm the only one who feels that way. The next thing I want you to know, if you feel lost or confused, is that this feeling of being lost or this feeling of confusion is always what happens just before you create crystal clear clarity in your life. The fact that you are feeling confusion means that you're moving, means that you're changing, it means that you're growing. Think about that. People who don't move forward in their life, they don't feel confused because they're not stretching, they're not trying something new. There's a great saying that says, I'm not confused about how to build a house because I'm not building one, right? You're probably not confused about building a house because you're probably not building one. You're probably not confused about how to fly a rocket ship because you're not flying a rocket ship. But you might be confused about your life purpose right now, and you might be confused about a new business idea that you're starting. And the reason why you feel that confusion is because it's about to precede a level of self-assuredness and focus and determination that you've never experienced before. So one of the things that I always say, one of my quotes, is when it seems like everything is falling apart, it's really just falling into place. And so I want you to know, with all of this confusion, with all these different things that are happening, what's happening is that the universe is rearranging. Reality around you is rearranging. It's moving because you're taking a quantum leap. And so it's moving so quickly so that it can all drop into place exactly like how it is that you want it. So in these moments where you feel confused or overwhelmed about what should I be doing, instead ask yourself, if I could have it any way that I want it, how would that look? Because it's not that it's going to just be created and fall into your lap. What's going to happen is your thoughts are going to create the reality around you. So what is it that you want? What would be fun? I know and I understand that asking yourself that question of like, what do you really want? That can sometimes feel scary or daunting. But instead shift it to what would be fun? What would feel expansive? What would help me know that I'm on a trajectory of growth? What would help me feel like I'm just having fun and living my life to the fullest? And you are allowed to choose that. You are allowed to choose the thing that would be the most exciting and the most expansive for you. And when you do that for yourself, I want you to understand that you're actually doing the world a bigger service. Because when you decide to live your life to your fullest potential, what happens is you show other people what's possible. Whether you're like me and you're a coach and you want to show people what's possible by being intentional and setting goals and going after them and believing in yourself, or whether you just want to do something incredible, no matter what it is that you do, you're going to be such a positive example for people. So when you're setting this goal, don't have that fear or that thought of like, is it greedy that I want this? Because that's not the truth at all. In fact, you going after exactly what it is that you want is going to show people that they have the power within themselves to go after exactly what it is that they want. And that's what it's really all about. We know that you can't just give someone a fish because then they only have the fish for the one day. But when you can teach someone how to fish, then they'll have fish or whatever food it is for life. And you know, for me as a coach especially, I used to get really caught up in wanting to fix people and change people and push them forward and almost force the change because I could see the potential in them. But now, after doing this for years, I know that that can't happen unless they want it for themselves. And so what you need to do is you need to go after what it is that you want and trust that the people around you are going to find what it is that they want for themselves. Whether it's greater expansion in their life and achieving more in their life, or if it's staying safe and staying comfortable. And we have to understand that some people will choose that. But if you're here and you're watching this video about what to do when you feel lost, I know that you're not the type of person that's just going to settle and continue to feel lost. Because I know that the reason that you're feeling lost is because you want to be doing something greater and you don't know what that is right now. So ask yourself, what would feel good to me? What would feel expansive to me? And one of the things that I've really seen in my life that has helped me tremendously is asking myself that question, how can I contribute? Because after working on Yes Supply for a number of years, I was able to help a lot of people change their lives, help a lot of people quit their jobs and take their businesses full time. And I figured out a lot of things in my own life. I have more money than I ever had. I have my dream car. I'm married to my dream partner. I have my dream office. I have a lot of really great things in my life. What I realized is my purpose and what actually keeps me going is contributing more, is helping more. And when I think of the things in my life that helped me the most, it wasn't anything material. If I think back to all the things in my life that have really changed my life, it wasn't a leather jacket or a Chanel purse, although those things are great. What really changed my life were people's words. When I read an incredible book or when I listened to an incredible speaker that ignited something inside of me. So that's how I know that the way that I can best contribute to the world is sharing my own lessons. And that's why I decided to become a coach, and that's why I continue to be a coach and do what it is that I do. Because I know that my story, no matter how insignificant it seems to me sometimes, my story, when I share that story, gives other people hope. It shows them what's possible. It shows them that you can come from absolutely nothing and create a life that you are obsessed with. If you're feeling lost, remember that too. Just you being yourself and sharing your story, that can help people in so many different ways. Now, the next thing that you can do if you're feeling lost in your life is take a break from it all. A lot of the time when I do find myself feeling confused or overwhelmed, it's because I've been staring at my computer screen too long or staring at my phone for too long. I don't know what it is, but I feel like sometimes when we get on these screens, it just jumbles up our brain and we don't know where to go next or what to do next. So when I find that I'm feeling overwhelmed or confused in front of these screens, I shut them down. I go outside for a walk. I tidy up my house. I call a friend. I do something different. And it's in those moments where I'm not trying to force doing something that I actually get the most clarity. I started leaving my laptop and my iPad and books and everything at my office, my manuals and stuff at my office, so that when I can be at home, I can just really be at home and really just be present and spend more time with my husband. I started cooking food again because I was ordering takeout for a long time. It's absolutely crazy how actually separating myself from all of the technology has actually reinvigorated me in my business, refocused me, given me so much more motivation, also so much more clarity, because it's in those moments of silence when I'm not forcing looking for inspiration, not like scrolling Pinterest looking for inspiration. It's in those moments where I'm not forcing and pushing that I open myself up to receiving and I start allowing. And when I start allowing, I get all these beautiful ideas, all these incredible things to share with you, all these incredible things to share with the students in the Yes Supply method. It's in those moments that I've separated myself from forcing that I actually open up wide the door so I can receive whatever it is that I need to move forward. So I encourage you as well, if you're watching this and you're feeling lost, to go within, to step back from all the technology and everything like that. Make sure to hit subscribe before you go ahead and do that. Step away from the technology, take some time for you. And what you'll find is that there's actually a lot of messages waiting for you. I shared this little analogy on my Instagram the other day, and I want to share it with you here as well. So have you ever got on a plane, or if you've never taken a plane before, maybe you've been in an underground parking garage where you don't have reception. You're down there, you have your phone on you, airplane mode isn't turned on, or maybe it is, but either way you don't have reception. And then finally, either the plane lands or you come up out of the underground parking garage, and all of a sudden all of the text messages start flowing in, and all of the Facebook messages and all the Instagram notifications and all those things, they're just flowing in. 5 minutes ago when you were on the plane, there was nothing. You got no messages, you got no downloads. But the moment you stepped outside, that's when you opened yourself up to receiving, you got that signal again, and you got everything that you needed. That's how life works. All the inspired action that you want to take, all the information that you need is available to you. It's available within infinite intelligence. There's infinite intelligence, infinite source, infinite support available to you. But what we do is we often block off the connection. We stay too long in the underground garage, which is looking at what everyone else is doing. So I invite you to, again, step away from that, go outside, open up that trap door to receive, and you'll actually get so many messages. Another great thing that I do if I'm working on my laptop or whatever and I'm feeling overwhelmed, again, I close it down, I'll go sit down, I'll just close my eyes and just sit and allow the screen of my mind to be blank. And there I get so many ideas, so many messages, so much inspired action that I could never have gotten from forcing. And it's with that I remind myself that I'm grateful for what I already have. I'm grateful for the gifts that are within me. I trust that I'm in here, I'm in this world because I'm here for a reason. And so are you. And it's trusting that whatever guidance I need to take those steps forward so I can feel full of love and I can feel full of joy. All of that guidance is there, and all of that guidance wants to share with me those answers. But it's up to me to be open to receiving. And so taking this time for me and for you taking that time for you, that's what's going to connect you to those messages that you need to hear. So if you're feeling lost at all, I want you to let me know if this video helped you. If you have any other questions on this topic, please leave them below for me in the comments. I would love to help you and love to support you. And I really hope that these tips helped you gain some guidance, calm down, and remember that you are always being guided to take those next steps of exactly what it is that you need to do. And if you love this video, you love what we're doing at Yes Supply, and you have been thinking of becoming a coach or a personal development influencer, I would love to invite you to my masterclass where I show you my secrets to making 6 figures as a coach. So you can head to yessupply.co/coach masterclass to learn more about how I created my business, how I quit a job that I was over to go after my dreams. And I talk a lot about the mindset shifts that you need to make to have a successful coaching business. And also I talk about the systems and the strategies and the tech. Hopefully you join me there on that masterclass. I'm so excited to see you, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe video, and I'll see you in the next video.